Today, we embark on a journey to Valencia, Spain, to explore the intriguing story behind the abandoned Formula One track. Once a bustling venue with dreams of hosting prestigious races for years to come, it now stands as a haunting reminder of lost potential. Join me as we delve into the rise and fall of the Valencia Street Circuit. The European Grand Prix took place at the Valencia Street Circuit in Valencia, Spain, between 2008 and 2012. Positioned near the city's port, the circuit combined existing city roads with a dedicated infield section. Regrettably, the Valencia Formula One track failed to garner favour among both drivers and fans due to its uninspiring design and a dearth of opportune locations for overtaking, resulting in unexciting races. Eventually, financial constraints and insufficient resources led to the discontinuation of the race, leaving the Valencia Formula One track in a state of abandonment. After Fernando Alonso's consecutive Formula One World Championship victories in 2005 and 2006, there was a surge of interest in the sport within Spain, his home country. At the time, Spain already had a Formula One race held at the Circuit de Catalunya in Barcelona, which had been hosting the Spanish Grand Prix since 1991. However, there were growing calls for Spain to have a second race to capitalise on the newfound popularity. Bernie Ecclestone had previously expressed his belief that countries should only host one race per year. Nevertheless, there were instances where this rule had been bypassed. For example, Imola in Italy hosted the San Marino Grand Prix, and the Nürburgring in Germany held the Luxembourg Grand Prix. Additionally, the European Grand Prix name had been utilised in the past to host second races in countries that were willing to step in when other plans fell through. This had occurred with venues such as Brands Hatch and Donington Park in the UK, as well as Jerez in Spain. On June 1, 2007, an agreement was reached to bring Formula One to Valencia, Spain. The contract stipulated that the event would be held for a duration of 7 years. Leading the negotiations was Valmore Sport Group, a consortium headed by former motorcycle racer Jorge Aspar Martinez and Fernando Roig, the president of Villarreal CF, a Spanish football club. They received support from the local government, as the venture was part of a broader urban renewal initiative aimed at revitalising the area surrounding the port of Valencia. Prior to hosting Formula One, significant preparations had already taken place at the port of Valencia to accommodate America's Cup yacht race in 2007. The infrastructure improvements and investments made for the sailing event set the stage for the subsequent introduction of Formula One to the city. The local authorities saw the opportunity to leverage the sporting events as catalysts for the redevelopment and rejuvenation of the port area, aiming to attract tourism, enhance the city's image, and stimulate economic growth. On July 19, 2007, Mario Flores, the Valencia councillor, officially unveiled the layout of the Valencia Street Circuit. The circuit's design was the work of renowned circuit designer Hermann Tilke, a German architect and engineer widely recognised for his expertise in creating Formula One tracks worldwide. Tilke's portfolio includes notable circuits such as the Sepang International Circuit in Malaysia, the Bahrain International Circuit, and the Yas Marina Circuit in Abu Dhabi, among others. For the Valencia Street Circuit, Tilke was tasked with designing a layout that met the specific requirements of Formula One racing. The circuit incorporated a combination of existing public roads and a dedicated section that was purposely built, bringing the track in proximity to the City of Arts and Sciences, a prominent cultural and architectural complex in Valencia. The 3.3-mile-long circuit boasted 25 corners, including a remarkable swing bridge that added an element of uniqueness to the track. On paper, it seemed like a promising addition to the Formula One calendar. As the inaugural race approached in 2008, expectations were high. However, the reality fell short of the anticipation. The track turned out to be relatively uneventful, with Felipe Massa claiming victory while the excitement on the track remained subdued. On the first lap of the race, unfortunate circumstances led to Fernando Alonso crashing and subsequently retiring from the competition. Another notable incident occurred during the race involving Ferrari's Kimi Raikkonen, who left his pit box with the fuel hose still attached to his car. Unfortunately, the following year years didn't fare much better. The Valencia Street Circuit struggled to produce thrilling races, leaving fans and drivers disappointed. It became known for its lack of overtaking opportunities and its reputation as one of the most uninspiring tracks on the Formula One calendar. Rubens Barrichello won the second edition in 2009, and the race was regarded as one of the most uneventful, as it had 0 overtakes on the racetrack. Sebastian Vettel emerged as the victor of the 2010 race held at the Valencia Street Circuit. Vettel's victory was relatively straightforward, as he faced minimal opposition throughout the race. The main contender who provided some resistance was Lewis Hamilton. Mark Webber and Heikki Kovalainen were involved in a collision. Following an early pit stop, Webber attempted to overtake Kovalainen. Unfortunately, Webber misjudged Kovalainen's braking and positioning for the upcoming corner, resulting in his car flying directly over the top of Kovalainen's car. Webber's car flipped in mid-air, bounced, and eventually landed back on its wheels. Fortunately, both drivers emerged from the incident unharmed. In 2011, Sebastian Vettel continued his success at the Valencia Street Circuit by winning the race once again from the pole position. His strong performance demonstrated his dominance on the track. The race witnessed an unprecedented occurrence as all drivers completed the entire race without any retirements, establishing a new record for the highest number of finishes in a single race. Drivers voiced their criticism for the Valencia Street Circuit due to its limited opportunities for overtaking. However, changes were implemented in Formula One in 2011 that aimed to address this issue. These changes included the introduction of the drag reduction system, DRS, and the switch to Pirelli tyres. As a result, there were some improvement in the overtaking situation, as evidenced by the 2011 race at Valencia. The 2012 European Grand Prix, which marked the final race held under the title of the European Grand Prix in Valencia, delivered an exceptional, thrilling spectacle. Despite starting from the 11th position on the grid, Fernando Alonso emerged victorious, showcasing remarkable skill and determination. Meanwhile, Sebastian Vettel, who had secured pole position, was forced to retire due to an alternator failure. Kimi Raikkonen secured a spot on the podium by overtaking Lewis Hamilton, who later collided with Pastor Maldonado. Additionally, Michael Schumacher, in a remarkable display of skill and strategy, achieved his first podium finish since his return to F1, making an impressive comeback from the 11th position with fewer than 15 laps remaining. Although the Valencia Street Circuit had been criticised for its limited overtaking opportunities, the 2012 race proved to be an exception. It turned out to be an incredibly thrilling and action-packed event, featuring numerous overtakes throughout the race. Sadly, these fleeting moments of excitement couldn't save the Valencia Street Circuit from its ultimate demise. In 2013, financial troubles and corruption scandals cast a shadow over the future of the track. The city of Valencia, burdened with debt, could no longer sustain the exorbitant costs associated with hosting the Grand Prix. In the end, the Valencia Street Circuit failed to generate sufficient revenue to sustain its operations. As a result, the circuit faced challenges in financing its maintenance and necessary upgrades to maintain its FIA Grade 1 status. This also led to the city of Valencia making the decision to discontinue its funding of the circuit due to the substantial financial burden associated with hosting Formula One races. Valencia's financial crisis, coupled with widespread corruption allegations, sealed the fate of the abandoned track. The promised alternating schedule between Barcelona and Valencia never materialized. The once promising project collapsed, leaving behind an unfinished legacy. Today, the Valencia Street Circuit is a desolate reminder of what could have been. Its once grand facilities now lie unused, slowly decaying over time. The track's untapped potential serves as a stark contrast to its current state. As the Valencia Street Circuit discontinued hosting Formula One races, the public roads that formed a part of the circuit returned to their regular use. However, the areas specifically constructed for the race were left abandoned and neglected. The section of the track from turn 14 to the end of the lap has remained largely unchanged, gradually deteriorating over time. The pit building, once bustling with activity, has been left unused, with visible remnants of pit markings and tyre rubber imprinted on the ground. Remnants of the race's sponsors can still be found in the area, such as lingering hoardings that were never taken down, and faded painted pavement markings. The fencing around the circuit has gaps, and there are even open areas where one can freely walk on to the deserted track. For passionate Formula One enthusiasts, this abandoned state offers a captivating glimpse into what transpires when the grand spectacle of Formula One departs from a location indefinitely. Thank you for watching our in-depth exploration of the abandoned Valencia Grand Prix. If you enjoyed this video, remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest content. Until next time, take care and drive safely.